Slaves to Armok, God of Blood, otherwise known as Chapter 2, Dwarf Fortress. The histories of gluttony and exertion? We'll see how true that holds for our world. So, this is a game that was made a long time ago and has been improved over many years. It's arguably one of the most complex simulation games out there. In some ways. I quite like it at times. It's interesting. I wish I could play with mods, but I can't because Linux, and I can't seem to get it to work even with Wine, like the Windows native files. But anyways, you can see at the bottom in the blue text to your left who it is programmed by and designed by, and you can also see in the blue text to your right where you can find it. So there's that. Alright, let's get right into it. Let's create a new world. I have two other files and stuff that I made. This means decisions. Okay, no, we'll just let it load for a little bit. Oh yeah, and I'm playing with a texture pack. What is the texture pack called? It's the one where it tries to stay faithful. Wait, alpha. Okay, no. It is the alpha. I thought we were... I'm playing the right one. I definitely am. So I have multiple instances. I'm trying to figure out if I'm like on the right version. This is the latest that they have. I'm, well, at the moment. Okay. World size. Do you want small, smaller, or pocket? I don't know. I like the idea of a large world, but that's going to take forever to generate. Oh. Shh. Quiet, ad. Hi, Matt. Welcome to... Well, you'll see. Have you ever heard of Dwarf Fortress? Also, how do I go back? Just to chat. I don't want all this stuff. I have the chat up on my phone so I can look at it. Or I did, at least. Okay. No, okay, alright. Well, it's a simulation game where you play either a bunch of dwarves, one dwarf, and a team of dwarves that might follow you, depending on what mods you have. No, there are followers in, like, vanilla, too. I'm fairly certain. I've never played the adventurer mode myself. But I know I'm probably missing out on something, but I'll do it at another time. Where was I going with this? But basically, it's a simulation game centered around dwarves, and it's a roguelike, if you know what a roguelike is. And here, this screen is... Well, I think this screen is self-explanatory, mostly. Civilizations... What if it was a very unpopulated world? Long history, large world. Number of sites, medium. Low. Number of beasts, high. Natural savagery, high. Oh god, I'm gonna regret that. Mineral occurrences, sparse. This is gonna be real fun. I don't think... Yeah, is this the, like, let's see how quickly I can get killed game? Probably. This is probably what that is. Let's see if this takes too long to generate. Go. Do. It seems to be doing pretty alright. It's just forming some lakes. The Cyclopean dimension. That's scary. Oh, our FPS is at like 77. That's not too bad. Forming lakes and minerals. Oh, now our FPS is getting lower. Stuff is happening. Do you love the graphics of this game, Matt? You were probably not prepared for this at all, were you? And this isn't even the original graphics. This is the enhanced graphics by a graphical tile set. Alright, I was supposed to explain what roguelike is. A roguelike is a game that's kind of super hard in a way, but it's also got a certain feel. Hold up. Let me take a look for what a roguelike is while this whole world loads. This is probably going to maybe make my FPS even less. Thanks. I know. Aren't they amazing? I'm really glad I picked this tile set. It's actually the only tile set that I could get working, so it's more like I'm not settling for it, because it's a pretty damn good tile set. I like it. Right, roguelike, that's what I'm looking up. Roguelike definition. Roguelike is a subgenre of role-playing video games characterized by a dungeon crawl through procedurally generated game levels, turn-based gameplay, tile-based graphics, and permanent death of the player character. That is what a roguelike is. Oh, look at all this stuff. We're recounting the legends. My FPS is shit. It's only year 80. God. This is gonna take a while. Look at all those dead people, those events turning up. Oh, what is this place? The Hills of Lakshing, the Dark Goblin Fortress of I don't know how to say any of this stuff. It's a large world. With quite a great history. There's one rejected. Yeah. Isn't it great? What do you think you see on this screen right now, Matt? Describe to me what you're seeing. What does this look like to you? Oh, it's true. Okay. My FPS is currently 0. I should probably, do something about that. There is a coast. Okay. Maybe we stop it at 162, year 162, because apparently that's when our FPS takes a whole nosedive. So, there is a forest. Guess what else there is? Oh, look at this stuff. The Hills of Lashing, the Lands of Fathers, the human hamlet of whatever the fuzz that is. More of the human hamlet. Okay, so the AEs not at all how you say that. I don't know how to say it in the first place. Maybe you can teach me sometime, Matt. But this symbol means human inhabitant, and they live quite a lot of places, which is interesting. Look at all this. Look at all this. Yeah, mountains and deserts. Here, I'll go back up there. These are, this place is dunes. This place is mountains. The Land of Fathers, the Sable Tower. That's pretty cool. The Hills of okay, so these are hills, but they're probably sandy hills, would be my guess, because of all the yellow. I still don't know everything about this either. The Land of Fathers. Okay. And there's some islands out here. Excuse me. But, like, there are no mountains in the islands. What is this? The Forest of Song. Okay, that place is cool as fuck. I kind of want to embark there. Like, that place looks mystical. Sounds mystical. The Earth and Land, the last swamps. Damn. This place seems cool too. The Dark Goblin Pits. Oh shit. Okay, and there are dwarven homes here. Or not. The Systemic Tooth. That sounds interesting. Oh, okay. This whole entire mountain range is called the Systemic Tooth. And I guess that place is the Systemic Tooth. Like, that's the landmark. Right there. I've decided. Like, it's probably like a big jut of weird rock that looks like a tooth. Like a canine. A terrifying beast tooth. What is this? The Oaken Desert. There's a tiny desert. Okay, this isn't a still field. And this is a desert here. And this is a river. With a luxurious forest. Torrid Hill, jungle. The Hill of Silk. Okay, there's a place over here. The Saffron Spike. That sounds like an interesting place. You could live there. Sorry, I'm just exploring everything. What's this forest? The Pure Jungle. I don't think we're gonna live in a jungle. I don't think that's gonna happen. The Hot Tower. This is so much fun. And the Familial Ocean. There's some places here. Da 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 da. Wait, do you guys live in the freaking ocean? This is ice. Oh, it's ice. We're not embarking there. That's crazy talk. I don't know what's happening over here. The Hill of Sucking. The Hill of Sucking. Everything sucks here in these unseen continents. And back to the Land of Fathers. Oh, hey. The Beak of Obsidians? I don't know what any of this means. What is your impression of this, Matt? Are you excited by all this, or are you like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, look. More stuff. The Land of Fathers, the Tooth of Splattering, the Saffron Prairies. The Declining Tower. I don't even know where we are anymore. Where did we start? The Respectful Fingers. Oh, that sounds weird as hell. And this must be the Forest of Song. If you see the top nearby the FPS counter, it'll tell you what the places are called. You see my little X? That's my cursor, and it's gonna go over stuff, and we're gonna figure out what everything is called. And this is just more of the familial ocean. Oh look, I found a thing. I found where we were originally. I'm going to accept this world for now. Or am I going to continue? No, we're accepting it. Okay. The Cyclopean dimension has been created. You get to go. Alright. Enter. Let's do it. Oh, I forgot to restart the router before I started. Well, I mean, does it make that big of a difference? I don't actually know. Does anyone know out there? I don't. Alright. Start playing. Is that really what our region was called? I feel like that's false. Or maybe it isn't. Adventure? No, we're doing a fortress. Alright. First of granite. You see, dwarves call their months after stones and various things of the earth. My FPS is 1. That's always a good sign. Always. What am I leaning my head on? My head? My feet? I don't know. My foot is falling asleep, so. FPS is 0. Oh, hello! What's up, Callie? I'm playing some Dwarf Fortress. It's hopefully gonna be a fun time. Hopefully I won't die too bad. What is this? The Mountain of Matches. Okay. And there's already the Forest of Winter? Wow. Look at that. But along with that, there's already a settlement there. We're not gonna settle where other people have settled. Okay, so a little bit of story for these dwarves. I really like the idea of like commanding a bunch of outcast dwarves who left the dwarven homes because they didn't like the society, and it's like, screw that, let's make a new one. So basically, more or less, they're a commune? Maybe? Kind of? Well, basically they decided, you know what, I'm done with society. Let's go out with a bunch of people that I don't really know. Maybe. Or maybe they know each other. I don't know. We haven't gotten to, like, character generation yet. But the basic idea for, like, the story of this is that some dwarves didn't like the society they were in, didn't fit in, maybe were rejected from it, and now they're trying to strike out and find their own home. So let's find a good place for that. A good mountain. Okay, so this mountain's used. This side of it isn't. What is this? The Saffron Dunes. Oh, Badlands. We don't want Badlands. Oh, perhaps I should, like, hold up. Let me do a little guide for, like, what the heck you're looking at, because this is probably confusing. If I can go in and window capture, edit, capture my cursor, please. Okay. So, this here, local, is where we'll be embarking. Like, within this, like, this is the region, and this is the whole world. Like, this is the picture of the big picture of where everything is in the world. And this is a little bit zoomed in. This is very zoomed in. This is the information here. This is the place we're currently hovered over with, like, these, well, both of these cursors, the blinking X. And this is, like, a bunch of information about what exactly is in this embark spot. And all of this is just controls at the bottom, which I have to worry about. I'm not exactly the most knowledgeable at this game, but I know some stuff. So we'll see how well this goes. We'll see. Alright, and now my cursor shall go away. Magically. Well, not so magically. I clicked a thing. Also, I guess I have no sound in this game because in order to... There is usually at least a little bit of music and some sound effects, but in order to, like, install the graphical? The tile set, I guess it's graphical. On Linux, there's a thing you have to do, like, you have to correct something in the file in order for the sound to even work in the first place, but when you put the graphics set on, it messes that up. And I'd have to do fiddling to figure out how to fix it. I could do that at some point, but maybe not now. A grassland. We don't want to live on a river. We want to live on a mountain. Mountains are the best. We need, like, a secluded mountain, though. Oh, this is kind of secluded. The snarling walls. Trees, none. Surrounding wilderness. And this is heavily forested. You mean no trees? I see trees right there. I see trees right there in the local. I feel like you're lying to me, because the graphics tell me otherwise. I don't know if we want to go to somewhere called the Snarling Hills. That doesn't sound... Well, I mean, no one will probably... No, our goal isn't... What is our goal? Is our goal to, like, never be seen by society again? Or do we just want somewhere that's a little bit secluded? I don't know. But, like, Oh, God. That's, heavily forested. Temperate conifer forest. The golden forests. That seems like could be a good place. This is the boring part, kind of. I mean, it's not boring to me because I'm, like, thinking about, all the possibilities. But it might be boring to watch. And also, look at all of this. This is just tundra. We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. Besides, this has been settled already. Okay. let's go. Nope, 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 nope. Where was the place I found? It was along... Oh, nope, not here. It was somewhere. Maybe it was up here? Yeah, there it is. Right around here. And then to the left is this. The Walls of Craft. Okay, there's some places over here though, some mountains, that might be worth it. The spotted points. Hey, no one's settled this either, I don't think. No one has. A temperate freshwater marsh. That doesn't sound too great. A glittery swamp. I'm just imagining like some sort of weird party happening in a swamp now. It's actually the party at the end of like Shrek 1 is what I'm imagining. That's what came to mind. Actually, no, there wasn't glitter there, but explaining stuff. Screw it, let's just go for the first place we found. That seems like a goodest place setting. I don't want to spend too long on this. Which means we were up there. Okay. And then over here, yes, this guy. There's no water here, like natural source of water. There's little soil, there's deep metal, there's a flux stone layer, but there's no, well, there is a brook. There's a brook up there, but it won't be within our reach. Unless I did something to make it within our reach. You know what, screw it. Let's move things over. This might be... We're gonna go up here. Go there. Trees, none. Wilderness, temperature, warm. Shallow clay, deep soil. There's an aquifer. Deep metal. Alright. We're gonna resize. Nope, that's not what I want. No. Oh, no. You. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, think with me. Okay, hold up. I totally know what I'm doing. Okay, that's a vast area, but sure. I'm sure this won't make my frame rate the worst at all. Let's do it. I'm aware. Alright, let's do it. We're going to prepare for the journey carefully. And also, we're going to check out everyone who we have. They are currently all peasants, but firstly, we have Enad Toralast, I think. I don't know exactly how you'd say that, because, like, they're... Well, I mean... Are these names based on, like, other names? I don't actually know, because they're all, like, just jumbled together with a bunch of stuff. Well, they're supposed to be dwarven names, is what they're supposed to be, but they're probably taken, like, slight inspiration from other things and then, like, mixed into a gigantic blender. Anyways, let's figure out the personality of Enad. Let's view you. Okay. It's blessed to slow down. Blessed? Excuse me. Best to slow down and just relax. He is 58 years old, born on the 4th of Galena in the year 107. His long sideburns are neatly combed. His long mustache is arranged in double braids. His very long beard is arranged in double braids. His short hair is neatly combed. He has a clear voice. His eyebrows are high. His nose is somewhat broad. His eyelashes are extremely short. His nose bridge is slightly convex. What does convex mean? I think I know, but I'm not exactly sure. His hair is buff. His skin is sepia. What is sepia? Hold up. I need to know this. And convex. I'm going to look those both up while I'm on here, the internet. Convex, firstly, because it came up first. And also, I feel like I should really know both of these. Having an outline or surface curved like the exterior of a circle or sphere. I think I sort of get what they're talking about with his nose, then. At least, actually, wait. I didn't even check. Yeah. Okay. Sepia definition. A reddish-brown color. Ah, okay, cool. Now I know your skin tone, dude. His eyes are emerald. He looks like, sounds like, looks like, both either a good-looking guy. He's incredibly tough and very slow to tire and strong. And then there's all his likes in the light green text, and below that, he has a great ability to focus and a natural ability with music, but he has a poor analytical abilities and little willpower and a poor kinesthetic sense. And that gray text is everything that his culture basically values, and then in the blue and the yellow, that's his own personal stuff that he's evolved on his own. He personally finds those that deny their impulses somewhat stiff, and finds eloquence and artful speech off-putting. Okay, interesting. He dreams of raising a family. And then, all the white stuff is also stuff about him. And the gray stuff down here is his tendency, his stats more or less, as to whether he'll be happy or unhappy, and that'll affect how he works and his whole life. And this, at the bottom of every dwarf, is a short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry. He feels helping others is an imposition on his time. He doesn't generally think before acting. He seeks out exciting and adventurous situations. He dislikes receiving advice, preferring to keep his own counsel. He doesn't often experience strong cravings or urges, and he is troubled by this because he values such powerful forces in his life. He sounds almost like a religious, internal strife, kind of. He can easily fall in love or develop positive sentiments. Well, that's good. Maybe he'll be easily pleased then. He doesn't handle stress well, or not. He is curious and eager to learn. That's always a good trait in people, in my opinion. He has a sense of duty. He is assertive. He has little interest in joking around. He is quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture. Also a good trait. When he's nervous, he often drums his fingers, although I don't know about the wording of that, but the previous thing, not about the wording of his drums his fingers, because, I fidget, too. Because ASD. He needs alcohol to get through the working day. He likes working outdoors. Yep, grumbling. That's, the last two are race traits. I wish you could play other races in Dwarf Fortress, but then again, it's called Dwarf Fortress for a reason. Alright, that's who he is. If he's very strong... Oh, now I should figure... Do I figure out who everyone is first and then select their talents, or, read it and then select their talents? Not go through the whole list, then do it, or go through one by one and then do it? I mean, the way I did it was before is one by one, because then I remember, what they would want. Okay, he's strong. Do I want to make him a minor? Sure, you're a novice miner. And you're a adequate woodcutter. Novice carpenter, not a mason. Novice building designer. These are all skills that are good to have. Oh, that's everything. Okay. So that's a nod. Thedoxylon. Maybe. Are you guys just really quiet, or is my chat not working? Or, like, I understand, I can't actually tell, like, stuff, because Twitch Mobile will not give you the stats on everything. Right. View. V. Trade is the lifeblood of a thriving society. What do you know? She is 70 years old, born on the 20th of limestone in the year 95. Her very long hair is braided. Her nose is broad. Her lips are thin. Her somewhat tall ears are somewhat narrow. Her head is somewhat broad. Her hair is buff. Her skin is sepia. Her eyes are emerald. Her nose bridge is slightly convex. She has great feel for social relationships and a good intellect, but she has poor empathy. She personally does not care about friendship. Oh, I'm gonna get along. Aral's gonna get just so great along with everyone. Okay, noted, Matt. She dreams of crafting. Like, that's fine. I was just wondering. Because I want to make sure that everything's working. She dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. Alright, we give her the crafting skill. She is generally unhindered by the thoughts of others concerning her actions. She is often cheerful. She tends to form only tenuous emotional bonds with others. She tends to ask others for help with difficult decisions. She is moved by art and natural beauty. She is troubled by decisions. Wait, no. She is troubled... is that what that says? Yeah, that's exactly what that says. Sorry, it's kind of hard to, like, find your place in all this sea of text. She is... Nope. See? I'm losing it already. This says she dislikes the natural... Wait, what? She is troubled by this, since she dislikes the natural world. Wow. Okay. So, she is moved by natural art and beauty, but she is troubled by that because she dislikes the world. So basically it's like... art, it's so beautiful, but I hate the world, basically. That's how I imagine she's like. She's quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture. Okay, they seem like an accepting group so far. She tends to stare unwaveringly when she's speaking to somebody. That sounds unnerving. She cracks her knuckles when she's angry. Oh my god, she sounds so awesome. She tenses her body up when she's nervous. When she's nervous, she tends to stretch her body. So she both tenses and stretches her body when she's nervous. Her voice trails off whenever she tries to remember something. She needs alcohol to get through the working day, and she likes working outdoors and grumbles only mildly in inclement weather. Okay. That's, once again, the last two are traits that all dwarves have, because that's just what they do. That's just how dwarves are. Like, that's just what it is. And, I guess I read all of it. Alright. We're gonna make you the trader. We're gonna give you a crafting skill. A novice stonecrafter. I'm gonna make you an herbalist too. No. No, 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 no. I'm gonna have to get you some more stuff. We're gonna make you an engraver. Engravers will smooth out walls and also engrave them with pretty pictures and things. I think she would be interested in that because she's interested in learning, and she sounds like she'd be interested in me like controlling the history of, well, history, like how it's passed down. Where is that gone? Engraver. There we go. She's an adequate engraver. And she's an adequate herbalist. Or is she a novice? No, novice. Record keeper. Well, it'd be good to have a record keeper. She's a good organizer. Okay. Alright. That's everything. I think I'm gonna need a bathroom break real quick. So I will be right back. Here. I'll leave it on something interesting in case you want to read this. Or now the wow, we found the My Little Pony dwarf. Friendship is forever. Nothing that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, friendship's great. I love how we go straight from like I don't care about friendship to friendship is forever. Anyways, I'm gonna take that bathroom break. And back. The bathroom is just right down the hall, so it doesn't take that long. But, I was thinking of switching gears because while I like this, I also kind of feel like playing some Etrian Odyssey. Because, like, who doesn't love an RPG where you can fight stuff? I want to fight stuff. But first, I should... Oh, I can save it now. But I should, like, assign all the points and get everyone ready and then save the fortress right before we get into the fortress, like, the big stuff. That way everything is saved. Alright, let's view Friendship is Forever. 82 years old, born on the 16th of Moonstone in the year 83. His very long sideburns are neatly combed, his very long mustache is arranged in double braids, his very long beard is arranged in double braids, his very long hair is tied in a ponytail. He has a clear voice. His nose is somewhat broad, his emerald eyes are slightly rounded, his sepia skin is slightly wrinkled. His hair is buff with a touch of gray. He is tough, but he is quite susceptible to disease. He has an amazing memory, a great kinesthetic sense, a very good feel for social relationships, very good creativity, and good intuition. But he has a questionable spatial sense and very bad analytical abilities. He personally respects the development and skill, does not care about fairness. Okay. He dreams of creating a great work of art. He is not particularly interested in what others think of him. He tends to be a bit stubborn in changing his mind about things. He is stubborn, in general. He is very humble. He tends not to reveal, not revel. I wonder if he revel in his own personal information anyway. He tends to be swayed by the emotions of others. Interesting trait for a guy. Doesn't seem quite in line with everything so far, but, like, hey, people are interesting and complex. He has a tendency toward forming deep emotional bonds with others. He doesn't often feel envious of others. He has little interest in joking around. He generally finds himself quite hopeful about the future. He doesn't tend to hold on to grievances. About the quite hopeful about the future. I know that's hard, and I try to too, so, like, I'm right there with you, Kickrost. And then there's all that other stuff. Okay, so we will give him... Well, I guess we'll make him a novice mason. And then we're going to make him a stone crafter. And what else? What else? So we can make him a miner, a novice miner. Nope. Oh my god, wordsmith. My favorite word ever. I love this word. It's great. I believe they mean, like, people who deal with printers, like printing presses, because there are printing presses in this game, I'm pretty sure. I've never gotten to that point in the game, though. Dancer, percussionist, look at all this stuff. Alright, Colette. I have trouble controlling my temper. Oh, we've got a mix of everybody around here. Alright, 61 years old, born on the 7th of Malachite in the year 104. His very long sideburns are nightly combed. Nightly combed? He combs them nightly. Well, they're neatly combed. Perhaps he combs them nightly, because they're neatly. His very long mustache is arranged in double braids. His very long beard is braided. His medium-length hair is neatly combed. His slightly flattened ears are very short. His nose is broad. His slightly large emerald eyes are slightly sunken. Okay. His hair is buff. His skin is sepia. Is it sepia or sepia? I don't know. He is susceptible to disease. He has a natural ability with music, a good spatial sense, and the ability to focus, but he has an iffy memory and a very bad sense of empathy. Alright. He personally values sacrifice and disregards tradition. He dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. He has a very calm demeanor. He is not careful with resources when working on projects and often spends unnecessary effort. He has a noticeable lack of perseverance. He can handle stress. He tends to think before... Okay, so... Those two are interesting statements to come one after another. But he has a lack of perseverance, but he can just sort of, like, get through stuff, just, like, slough through it. But it's not because he's persevering, it's because he's resigned, I think, is what it is. He tends to think before acting. He can easily fall in love or develop positive sentiments. So, like, he's a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Impulsive, kind of, in a certain way? Like, impulsive nature? I don't know if that's quite the right wording I'm looking for. He's quick to particularly he is... What does that say? He isn't particularly curious about the world. Alright. He bites his nails when he gets bored. I can relate to that. He's not distracted after being unable to fight. Is fighting something he wants to do? Well, I mean, I guess. Maybe. Possibly. I just read that random bit down in this section. That just drawn my attention in this sea of text. Alright. So. We're gonna make you... You're gonna be like our warrior poet. What, use a spear, an axe? Okay, obviously you use an axe. How do you pronounce that A, Matt? I don't know how you pronounce that. Stin something. View. I'm concentrating on something. Quote. That is his quote. It's like, wait, I'm concentrating on something. I could, He is very agile and tough. Okay. He has a very good creativity. Or rather, very good creativity. But he has an iffy memory, poor empathy, little willpower, very bad analytical abilities, quite poor focus, and little patience. He personally values nature and doesn't feel strongly about the law. He dreams of mastering a skill. He's very slow to anger. He is not driven and rarely feels the need to pursue even a modest success. He finds obligations confining, though he values the concept of loyalty and is troubled by his natural tendencies. He doesn't mind wearing something special now and again. He is curious and eager to learn. He does not often feel lustful. He generally acts with a narrow focus on the current activity. He bites his nails when he gets bored. The one with the 2 dots. The one over, this guy's name. Lumashiden, maybe. Maybe that's how you say that. I don't know. They're dwarven names. They're dwarven names mixed out of a bunch of other names. sounds are hard to describe in text. Quite hard. Hard work is the true sign of character. Her teeth are crowded. That's interesting. I've never seen that one before. She is strong, but she is clumsy and very flimsy. She has a great ability to focus and a good kinesthetic sense, but she has shortage of patience and poor empathy. She personally greatly respects the shrewd and guileful, and really respects commerce and those that engage in trade. She dreams of raising a family. She often finds herself changing her mind to agree with somebody else. She is slow to anger. She tends to assume the worst of two outcomes will be the one that comes to pass. She takes offered help and gifts without feeling particularly grateful. She doesn't try to get things done perfectly. She is not inherently proud of her talents and accomplishments. She tends not to be swayed by emotional appeals. She tends to think before acting. She often feels lustful. She doesn't tend to hold on to her grievances. She is very humble. She has a greedy streak. She is not particularly interested in what others think of her. She needs alcohol to get through the working day. And the last two are race traits, if you will. I guess that's what they are. All the dwarfs have them. I wonder, is there ever a dwarf who doesn't have those things? Oh, hold up. Domus. I look splendid today. Do you now? He is incredibly quick to heal. He has a great affinity for language, very good focus, and a good kinesthetic sense, but he has poor empathy. He personally doesn't think one way or the other about leisure time, doesn't see the attainment of knowledge as important, and does not care about family one way or the other. He dreams of mastering a skill. He is greatly pleased by his own looks and accomplishment. He is very friendly and always tries to say nice things to others. He tends to form only tenuous emotional bonds with others. He can easily fall in love or develop positive sentiments. He is generally quite confident of his abilities when undertaking specific ventures. He doesn't try to get things done perfectly. He has a noticeable lack of perseverance. He often feels discouraged. He has a greedy streak. He isn't particularly ambitious. He is not particularly interested in what others think of him. He has a menacing stare when he's angry. Alright. Let's give you some wood crafting. And then we're going to give you like a poet thing. And then we're going to go back and see all the things we missed. A writer and a poet. And you do read as well. And now just silence us, I think. Okay, what would you do? You're not a glazer or a potter, I don't think. Okay, maybe you are. No, probably not, actually. Let's try ambushing. And let's try... What else would you do? Let's give you some dodging skills. Okay. Tap over to items. Coop fixes. We only need one battle axe, iron anvil. Up these. Up these to 10. Don't need the quivers. These are useful. Right. Let's take a look. Gonna need some goats. Two nanny goats and then one billy goat. Alright. The reason, well, the milking. Milk the goats. That's why the goats. Because milk. Man, I've gotten really quiet. Am I getting spacey again? Is this happening? Is this what's happening? Yeah, I think I am. I think it'd be... Oh, my laptop battery is low. I guess I shall go move over to where I can charge it then. Okay, we have 71 points. That'd be a shame to waste. So, obviously we're gonna get, because they do not work well when they don't have this stuff. Then increase this to 20, increase this to 20, increase this to 20. One more spawn. Embark. It'll take a second. Why am I yawning? You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost. No, not for the glory of them. For the glory of ourselves. Oh, I forgot to name us. Oops. Well, I guess we're going to have a randomized name. We're about to find out what we're named. There are almost no surprises left. No, there are plenty of surprises, but there are not many supplies. Almost no. None. None of them. Almost none. Not almost no of them, because that's not proper English. But with the stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now, though. Enough time to delve secure lodgings, ere the cougars get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. I don't know how to say that. Singed Metal. Singed Metal. That sounds like an interesting place. That sounds like a mystical name almost. Like it's like the metal, it sings. It hums. It's alive. Alright. Strike the earth. Next time. These are our lovely dwarves. If I can move things over. Oh, it's saving. Okay, it's saving. Why did you think you were sleeping? Also, what is that animal? Might be a yak. Oh, hold up, pause. Alright. There's the beginning of that. Or maybe not the beginning, it probably begins over here-ish. And then goes over there-ish. Look at all of this. Look at all this land. Look at all this. Oh, who are you? Okay. Can I... would like... Idlers 5. Kia. What is a Kia? A small green intelligent mountain parrot. Whoa, that's terrifying. Imagine, like, just some weird intelligent mountain parrots. Like, do they talk to us? Will they talk to us? Important questions. Okay, so like we could start here. I like the idea of going here. Or we could go over here. Nah, probably over here. I'm just looking at stuff and like planning. And also, is that a tree? That's probably like a big tree. Oh yeah, no, that's a big tree. Look at these big trees. I'm going up through Z levels now, because like these are the base of the trees, and this is the whole tree going up. And that's the sky, the blank space, the blue space. Also, apparently, this isn't plugged in yet, so I should take care of that. Also, on the napping you and me both, Matt. Lately, at least. Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna sign off for now, and then I'm gonna be back in a few with Etrian Odyssey. Etrian, not Etrian. Or is it Etrian? I'm not entirely sure. But either way, I'm gonna be back in a bit with that. But first, actually, before I do leave, I want to take a look at what animals we have in our caravan, because there is a horse and a stray water buffalo. Okay, cool. And there's all our pals. Look at them. Look at our happy little dwarves. Look at their little faces. Okay, where's my save button again? Okay, there we go. Escape, save game. And this is me signing off for now. I'll be back in a little bit.